Oh, sorry guys. Eyes are up here, okay? I do lift sometimes. Anyways, this video is going to be about intermittent fasting. What's up guys? Gonna go ahead and go over this video really quick, or at least try to. Intermittent fasting. What is it? Kind of self-explanatory. It's fasting. You pick from 15 to 20 hours to fast. I wanted to at least fast 16 hours, but I typically fasted from 18 to 20 hours, sometimes even 21 hours. I was consistent with fasting, but I wasn't consistent with how long I would fast. One day I would fast 18 hours, the next day maybe 20, the next day maybe in between 19, but regardless, from 18 to 20 consistently. So that's what it is pretty much. You'd fast 20 hours and then you'd have 4 hours to eat X amount of calories. Or if you fasted 18 hours, you'd have 6 hours to eat X amount of calories. So how did I do it? I worked out on a fasted stomach and I fasted 18-20 hours. The whole why intermittent fasting caught my eye was its stress that you could be anabolic and catabolic with it, which means to build and to break down. So when you're fasted, you'd be in a catabolic state, which is a state of breaking down, burning fat, and depleting glycogen storages, which is like your energy bank. And then when you eat and digest those foods, you'd be in an anabolic state, which would be in return to build muscle. Now, I'm not saying you do this simultaneously because that's literally impossible, but it had a hand-to-hand action. That's what it was stressed to have. With my experience, did I experience losing fat and building muscle? I can't really tell you. I know I lost a hell of a lot of weight, but I don't know if I really gained any muscle. You know what I mean? So with that being said, would I recommend it for building mass or muscle? Probably not. Burning fat, be my guess, it definitely does work. Keep an eye on your caloric intake and your activity, because you will lose fat or burn fat, lose weight, whatever, really fast. I'm going to go over the benefits and the downside with my experience of intermittent fasting. So 1, life longevity. Supposedly you'd live longer off of that based off of historical and ancestor history, just how fasting is more so suitable for us. It gives your body more time to heal and do what it's got to do, as opposed to constantly digesting something like we do in Western society. We are constantly eating something because food is really big in our culture. 2, benefits, shrinks the stomach. It may shrink the waist, which gives that nice illusion of the V taper, small waist, big lats and shoulders. So it definitely does shrink your stomach. My stomach was probably the flattest it had ever been with intermittent fasting. 3, you burn mad fat. 4, good energy, good clean energy, good clean natural energy. It felt. I never felt tired or lethargic from carbohydrates or sugars, which are the same thing, just so you all know. But yeah, those are the 4 benefits. So life longevity, can shrink your stomach, aka or like your waist, burns mad fat, and good clean energy. I felt very clear-headed. Downside, loss of strength. I wasn't even going for strength. I knew better than that. In fact, I felt like I was more prone to injury if I were to go for strength while fasted, just because my body fat was so low. When you're cutting, guys, or you have a low body fat percentage, I would not recommend going for strength gains. That is how I got injured. I just feel you're much more prone to injury. You're not eating as much, so you're not getting as much nutrients. So you're not really as stable as you would be compared to being more so in a bulking or straight on anabolic building state. 2, you kind of get an anxiety towards eating. Like, when am I going to eat? How long have I been fasting? What am I going to eat? And those questions kind of just pop in your head throughout like your whole fasting period, because you're just looking forward to eating, and definitely you're thinking, what am I going to eat? Because it's really hard to eat 2,700, 2,800 calories in a 4 or 6 hour window with healthy foods, you know, rice, sweet potato, chicken, turkey, eggs, whatever, because you get so full. So you're contemplating and strategically planning on what you're going to eat, so you don't feel disgustingly bloated. There'd be times where I'd have to eat like cereal just to get in some quick carbs because I didn't want to eat anymore. 3, it's a hard time if you have a job or school or both, because it's really hard to be consistent with your eating window. You don't know if you can really predict that you can eat that time every day, especially if you're hanging out with friends. Like, peace guys, I gotta go eat. I mean, it's kind of a task, I guess you'd say. It's a task at hand. But what was cool overall with intermittent fasting is I got to eat 100 or 200 extra calories. So with intermittent fasting, I would eat 2,700, 2,800 calories, and it would be like I was eating 2,500 calories without fasting. So 2,700, 2,800 calories with fasting, and then if I wasn't fasting, I'd get the same results with eating like 2,500 calories, if that makes sense. That's all on a deficit, of course. So anyways, yeah, that's the benefits and the downsides. And another downside is you don't even look like you lift when you're wearing clothes anyway. You look kind of small because your glycogen storages are depleted, your energy bank. You're not retaining as much water, so you don't look as full. You kind of look, I don't know, you just don't look like you don't even lift. Except for the pump during working out or after eating. I'll go ahead and post 1 or 2, maybe 3 pictures of when I was fasted with the pump, and I don't look as big in those pictures as opposed to without fasting, because without fasting I had more water in my muscles. I looked more full. With intermittent fasting, I did even do creatine too. I usually do creatine all the time, whether I'm bulking or cutting. So with that being said, hopefully this video helps. And in conclusion, would I recommend intermittent fasting for building muscle or building mass? No, just be at a caloric surplus, guys, if you want to gain muscle or mass. Would I recommend it if you want to lose fat? Sure, be my guest, but keep an eye on that scale and that caloric intake, so you can drop fast. And what I mean by that is to being cautious is usually in a bodybuilder's perspective or weightlifter or whatever. You don't want to lose weight too fast, because weight doesn't mean just fat. Weight means weight in general. So you could be losing muscle while losing that fat, because you're just in such a catabolic state of breakdown. So anyways, guys, intermittent fasting for losing weight or fat, whatever, sure, be my guest. Do some extra research for yourself and see how you like it. Hopefully this video helps. Like I said, I'll post some pics. Peace.